Hey guys, it's Spike here. I'd like to present an argument, or may I even call it a proof, that a just, all powerful, or yeah, omnipotent and omniscient God could not send people to hell. Okay? So, this is my proof that that could not happen. Okay? First of all, let's let's define omnipotent would mean all powerful. Omniscient would mean all knowing. So it has all the power and all knowledge. And just would mean that it would be good and fair. And while I understand that such a thing like just has such a shaky definition to it, I can explain how it could not be fair at all. How God's ruling that someone could go to hell would not be fair. And I don't even mean on the it's eternity. No. And then I'll respond to what I assume some people will argue against me with. So, God creates us, okay? God would create human beings, and He gave us certain properties. And He has the power to make anything happen, but He chooses to give us free will, right? And this God knows everything, though. So, yes, He gives us free will. But why would He? But He creates us in the image of what He wants us to do. So, He creates us to do what we've been designed to do. So, everything that happens in this life, we've been designed to have it happen. And He knows everything we're going to do. And He had the power to create us to do whatever He would want us to do. To the Christians, He gave you, He would have given you the mind that believes in Him. He would give you the heart, shall I say, the open heart. But to me, He has given the skeptical mind. Do I deserve eternal suffering for this? Can a just God inflict eternal suffering or even eternity outside of His presence? Can He inflict that on somebody for doing exactly what they were made to do? Everything He knew that they would do. Should they suffer for how they were created by said God? Should they? Should. Now, some would argue that we all fall short of the glory of God, and only by faith can we enter into God's kingdom, though we are not worthy. To this response, I say, if this God chose to create us unworthy, then how can we be at fault for falling short of the glory of God when we ourselves were created as such? We were created as imperfect. So why should we suffer for it? Why should we suffer for being created how we were created? And yeah, I just want to hear some thoughts on this because it just doesn't make sense to me. We were created this way, so why should we suffer for doing exactly what God knows, what God planned? And what this God created us to do. Why should we suffer eternally for following our mind the way that God would have intended us to follow our mind? If I could please get some thoughts on this, because this makes no sense to me, and honestly, this is why I don't even fear that the Christians might be right, is because if this God is just, then this God would understand that I'm doing exactly what he made me to do. It's Spike here. Peace out.